my wife hasn't blinked in 7 days.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Her voice was flat, empty, like something was speaking through her.
You haven't blinked, not once.
I don't need to.
The air in the room thickened. The shadows stretched longer than they should have.
But what do you mean you don't need to?
Because I'm not her anymore.
And then she smiled. A smile too wide. Too many teeth.
Who are you?
You'll find out soon.
The lights flickered. When they came back on, she was gone. But the front door was wide open, and something was standing in the hallway.
What the hell is that?
It wasn't human. It wasn't anything close.
Come closer. Let me show you what she really is.
The thing in the hallway took a step forward. Its skin peeled back like wet paper.
No.
And then the screaming started, but it wasn't coming from him.
You should have run when you had the chance.
The last thing he saw was his wife's face stitched onto something else.
Please.
Too late.
The door slammed shut, and the house went silent.
No.
His voice echoed through the empty house. No answer, just the slow, wet sound of something dragging itself down the hallway.
Who's there?
You already know.
The voice came from behind him. He spun around. His wife, or what used to be his wife, stood inches from his face. Her eyes were black, no whites, no pupils, just endless dark.
What did you do to her?
She's still here, just rearranged.
Her fingers twitched, the bones cracked as they stretched too far, too wrong.
Stay back.
Or what? You'll run?
The front door was still open. Cold wind howled through it. But the street outside wasn't there anymore. Just fog. Thick, swirling fog.
What is this?
Help.
The wall started bleeding. Dark, sticky drops sliding down the paint.
This isn't real.
Oh, it is, and you're never leaving.
The thing wearing his wife's skin lunged. He stumbled back, crashing into the kitchen. The knives were gone. The fridge door hung open, revealing nothing but a gaping black hole inside.
What do you want?
You.
The lights went out.
Oh, God.
The bulb wasn't hanging from the ceiling anymore. It was embedded in his wife's forehead, pulsing with a sickly yellow glow.
Better now?
Her mouth moved, but the voice came from behind him. He turned. The hallway stretched impossibly long, walls pulsing like living flesh. At the far end, a second figure stood motionless.
Help me.
The voice was his own.
No.
Don't you recognize yourself?
The doppelganger took a jerky step forward. Its face was melting like wax, revealing the same black void beneath that filled his wife's eyes.
You should have run faster.
The kitchen tiles squished underfoot. He looked down. The floor was covered in writhing black hair, growing thicker by the second.
Shh, just let it happen.
The hair coiled around his ankles like snakes. The bulb in his wife's forehead brightened, casting shadows that moved on their own.
Stop.
The shadow stopped, then smiled.
Please.
She.
His wife's voice was the last thing he heard as the bulb in her forehead flared blinding white. The light didn't burn. It didn't hurt. It just erased. When the neighbors found the house days later, the front door swung gently in the breeze. The kitchen light still on, a single chair pulled out from the table, and on the counter, a cup of coffee, still warm. But of the family that lived there, no one ever saw them again. I wasn't supposed to open the door, but when the knocking started at 3 a.m., I did. And now, the thing outside won't stop smiling at me.
Who the hell is knocking at this hour?
The knocking wasn't loud. It was soft, patient, like whoever or whatever, was out there, knew I'd answer eventually.
This better not be some drunk idiot.
I swung the door open, the porch light flickered, and there it was, a man. At least, it looked like a man, but his smile, it stretched too wide, too many teeth.
You're late.
Late for what?
The game you're supposed to play.
His voice was wrong, like two people talking at once.
Dude, get off my porch before I call the cops.
Oh, but you already let me in.
My blood turned to ice. I never invited him inside, but when I looked down, his shadow was already crossing the threshold.
What the hell are you?
I'm the winner.
Then the lights went out.
Get out of my house.
But we haven't played yet.
His voice was closer now, too close. I stumbled back, hitting the wall. My fingers fumbled for the light switch.
You shouldn't have opened the door.
A woman's voice from inside my house, but I lived alone.
Who said that?
You know who.
The lights flickered back on. The smiling man was gone, but the front door was wide open, and standing in the hallway was me.
What the...
The other me tilted his head, and then he smiled, just like the man at the door.
Now we can play.
The door slammed shut behind me.
This isn't real. You're not real.
Oh, but I am, and so is she.
A cold hand gripped my shoulder from behind. I didn't dare turn around.
You always forget, don't you? Every night, every game.
What game? What are you talking about?
The one where you lose.
The lights flickered again. The hallway stretched longer, the walls warping like wet paint, and at the end of it, a door. One I'd never seen before.
Open it.
You don't have a choice.
The thing wearing my face lunged. I ran. The door at the end of the hallway swung open on its own. Inside, nothing but darkness and laughter.
Too late.
The floor vanished beneath me.
Off? Where?
My hands hit cold tile. A dim red light buzzed above me. I was in a bathroom, my bathroom, but everything was wrong. The mirror was shattered. The sink dripped thick, dark liquid.
You always end up here.
She stood in the bathtub, the woman from before. Her skin was peeling off in strips, but she didn't seem to notice.
Please, just let me wake up.
But you are awake.
My own voice came from the mirror. Where my reflection should have been, the smiling man stared back. His fingers pressed against the glass from the other side.
3 rules to the game. 1, you can't leave. 2, we always find you. 3,
The bathroom door creaked open behind me. A small hand reached in. A child's hand, covered in dirt. Duh. I don't have a child.
This isn't happening.
it's always been happening.
The reflection's fingers pushed harder, the mirror cracking. The woman in the bathtub began to laugh, a wet, choking sound. The child tugged at my sleeve. The mirror shattered. The smiling man stepped through. The woman climbed out of the tub. The child's grip tightened.